Hi there, Sam here. Today I'm doing a video in regards to fear of fear in relation to OCD and how it works and how it operates in the background, all the subtle ways and the sneaky ways that it creeps in. Just before I start, we've been recently doing some OCD real talk videos, as where the people on here all talk about their experience of OCD, all these different things that come up. So I really recommend watching those videos. They're really good fun. They're quite a while, but they are a great listen. Also, if you like this video, please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So, fear of fear. How does it work? How does it operate? Now, my experience with fear of fear, very subtle, very sneaky, constantly persisting in the background, constantly. It was such a big thing for me, but it's also you don't really know is there. If that makes sense. Looking back now, I can see I was in that fear of fear cycle, constantly in that cycle. Now you don't notice it. And it's not like if you're obsessing with a real event or obsessing with a thought, whether that be POCD, harm OCD, any other relationship OCD, whether you're not necessarily obsessing about the theme or obsessing about the thought, the event, you're more obsessing about how you're feeling, fear of how you're feeling, fear of it coming back, etc. So let me go over all the different fears that I've had with fear of fear. So I have fear of being stuck forever. Fear of feeling like how you once did. Now, this normally happens once you've been feeling better, once you're making a bit of improvement, you're going well along the journey, or you're just feeling better. You might fear of feeling hopeless again. Fear of OCD getting on top of you. Fear of feeling like there's no way out. A fear of all sensations coming back, fear of chronic guilt. You might be scared of feeling chronic guilty again. Not ideal, but it's not as scary. It's not completely horrendous. If you feel chronic guilt again, you can still live your life. You can still enjoy your life, not how you would like to, but you can still bring it to ride and carry on with what you're going to do anyway. Fear of feeling shame, fear of feeling anxious, fear of feeling any physical sensation, any sweating or stomach pain, anything like that OCD can mimic. Fear of panicking, fear of feeling disgust, all these sensations, all these feelings, all these emotions that come with suffering with OCD. Fear of an old theme coming back. All these things that OCD can chuck in quite subtly in the background. You don't really know. Sometimes you don't really know what you're scared of. But when you really look into it, I really didn't want that to come back. I was doing well there. I really didn't want to feel shit again. Didn't want to feel rubbish again. Okay, so fear of fear, OCD, persistently hammering away in the background. Now, it felt like with me that everything I'd learned was wasted. It was all a waste of time. I was back to square one. Nothing matters because I felt rubbish again. And I did a video recently on relapse and setbacks. Fear of fear was a bit like that. It feels like you're running from the feeling, running from discomfort, running from feeling bad. Okay, I must not feel bad. If I feel bad again, I'm back to square one. It'll be totally awful to feel bad. So what? You're a human. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to slip up. You're not going to do recovery perfect. What even is perfect recovery? It doesn't exist. Everyone's different. Everyone's got different ways of applying tools, techniques. Okay, not ideal. If you don't feel great, but it's part of the journey. There's ups and downs. You're not gonna do a bit of work, read a few books, and just feel on top of the world. You're not gonna be dancing down the street. Okay, it's all part of the journey, ups and downs. All right. Now, fear of fear can really go on that. It can be like an internal thermometer, measuring every sensation, every feeling, every thought. How are you doing today? Are you feeling better today than you did yesterday? Are you feeling better today than you did 6 months ago? Doubting disorder it was called the doubting disorder, making you feel like you're doubting everything. Hence why it makes you feel back to square one. One slight slip up, one slight relapse, and then boom, you feel like all a waste of time, means nothing. Okay, so very crafty, very cheeky way of coming in. I didn't know I was stuck in the fear of fear cycle for ages. I was like, well, I'm feeling better, but now I'm constantly obsessing about feeling rubbish again, or constantly measuring how I'm feeling. Okay, so you might be putting in the work, but then if you're constantly measuring every sensation, that's that cheeky fear of fear. All right. And it's mainly if you go what is the underlying fear there? It's a fear of OCD coming back. So what if it comes back? If I felt, say, 70% OCD came back to me, chronic OCD, wouldn't be ideal, be very unfortunate, quite inconvenient in my life. But I like to think I could apply the tools again. I could speak to the friends, speak to OCD community, speak to Rob, speak to coaches. I could work on myself or how I did in the past, and just still live my life, still go out and do whatever I do, even if I didn't have OCD, or even if I was recovered. Okay, so just taking down the fear of that OCD coming back. All these other things, like I said at the start of the video, feeling hopeless, feeling like there's no way out again. Okay, like how you feel when you first come on the journey, quite common feelings. Okay, feeling like you can't enjoy anything if that theme comes back, if that thought comes back, if I start obsessing about that real event again, if it finds another angle, I can't enjoy anything now. I've got nothing to look forward to. My whole life is ruined because of this, because of that. Okay. Now, with fear of fear, you find that you ask a lot of questions like, am I doing recovery right? Am I doing the correct amount of disputing? Am I doing the correct amount of exposures? Am I reading the books enough? Or should I read that book again? Should I dispute again? Should I dispute less? Should I do some more exposures? Should I apply acceptance another way? Should I try and force it? Should I take my foot off the gas? All these different things. Now, I was stuck in that, asking questions. Am I doing it right? Are you sure this is right? Because I'm not feeling great, or I felt good yesterday and now I'm feeling shit again. Are you sure I'm doing it right? Just stop. That's that internal thermometer again, constantly measuring how you're feeling. Okay, so what is if you're putting in the work and you're persisting with it and having patience is a big thing, then you're more than likely going to be on the right track. There's no guarantee anyone will ever recover. Okay, but you know, if you're doing the right things, if you're working on the advice given, you know you'll be like on the right track. Okay, but you can't constantly thinking, am I doing it right? Am I doing it perfect? I need to do it right. I need to recover now. I need to recover tomorrow. I need to recover before my holiday. I need to recover before I get married. I need to recover before I go to that music concert. All these things, okay, and that's how fear gets in there. And then you start feeling fearing it all coming back. No, I don't want POCD to come back. I don't want high OCD to come back. I don't want sensory motor OCD to come back. Please don't come back. Now, if you're thinking like that, if you're holding that rigid belief, then OCD is going to latch onto that. It's going to look for everything that it can. Or boom, it's back. Okay, so just if it comes back, it comes back. So what? Okay, you can always work on OCD recovery. All right, now a big thing that I did was I wanted to put my life on hold until I felt right, until I felt comfortable, until I felt recovered. I want to put life on hold, try and pause life until I recovered. Now that is just complete rubbish, complete nonsense. Like, life goes on, life's always going to move. You can't stop life because you've got OCD. Tell everyone to stop. I've got OCD. Let me recover. I'm afraid that is not the reality of life. It goes back to bringing it for the ride. Feeling whatever. You might feel chronic guilty. You might feel chronic panic. You might feel chronic anxious. You've got to live your life. You've got to try and do your best to work on recovery. And yeah, bringing it for the ride. And just knowing that fear is going to be in the background. It's that subtle way, but watching this video and watching other videos on this channel, it makes you aware of that. Sometimes you can feel like you don't even know what you're scared of, or you feel like you're making real progress with your other underlying fears that you may have. But why am I not feeling that great? What am I still scared of? Well, most of the time you're scared of it coming back. You're scared of feeling like shit. Excuse my language. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Any more video suggestions, please leave a comment. Please leave a like on the video, it'd be much appreciated. And take care. Bye bye.